Orville's subordinates did not know Cynthia's specific details. All he knows is that this is a middle-aged woman for whom the boss requires strict supervision. As for her surname, where she comes from, and what background, this person knows nothing. Therefore, when Cynthia got furious because of the dumplings he kindly brought, he immediately became a little angry, feeling that he was kindly feeding a vicious dog that barked. Cynthia didn't think that Charlie, one of his subordinates, spoke to her in this tone, suddenly becoming angry. She pointed to the other's nose and sternly said, "Do you know who I am? How dare you talk to me like this?" The other party gritted his teeth and cursed. "I care who you are, you insult the dumplings my mother made for me, and I can't get rid of your hatred if I don't strike your fucking mouth." Cynthia became even more angry when she heard him mention dumplings, and cursed, "You have a f-cuking face to mention dumplings. I'll ask you, what is the sour thing in that dumpling of your mother? Your mother is rotten and sour, and your mother is still making dumplings. Is it sick? Is the family so poor?" A man from the northeast who is about 1.8 meters tall, his face flushed immediately and annoyed, he said, "You fucking know a fart. That's the fucking sauerkraut we eat most often in the northeast. You haven't even seen sauerkraut. Are you fucking still human?" Cynthia said with a haughty expression. "This kind of junk food, that is, poor people like you will eat it." After that, she took the dumpling and threw it directly on the opponent's face. Cynthia didn't care about the dumplings scattered all over the place. She stared at the strong man in front of her and said coldly, "I don't eat this garbage, you quickly go and prepare me a lobster dumpling." Seeing the dumplings that his mother worked so hard to make, Cynthia was so ridiculed by it that she even threw them all to the ground, and suddenly couldn't control them. He raised his hand and slapped Cynthia in the face. Cynthia was immediately slapped and scolded in anger, You dare to beat me? I fucking kill you." The other party ignored her and said coldly, "Today's meal has been delivered to you. If you are not full, you can only wait for tomorrow." Cynthia blurted out, "What did you say?" "I ate one of your rubbish dumplings and vomited." The other party said lightly, "Then it has nothing to do with me. Anyway, I have delivered the meal. It is your business whether you eat or not." Cynthia gritted her teeth and said, "I won't eat your dumplings, you can order me a McDonald's." When the other party heard this, he roared angrily, "You fucking don't want your face. Northeast sauerkraut is rubbish in your eyes, and McDonald's is not rubbish in your eyes? It's a damn good thing. Shame on you." After that, he closed the door directly and hung the lock from the outside. Cynthia didn't eat a bite of rice, so she quickly became hungry. In the evening, Cynthia couldn't help calling her father Zhangchen, who was far away in Eastcliff. She complained on the phone and told her father about her experience in Orr's Hill. Then, she begged her father bitterly, "Dad, you put some pressure on that bastard Charlie, let him put me back quickly, I really can't stand it." After listening, Zhangchen said calmly, "Okay, I've told you about this before. Since you did something wrong by yourself, then honestly stay in Orr's Hill for a week." Cynthia choked and said, "Dad, I really can't bear it anymore. I don't know how to live this kind of ghost life. I didn't even stutter all day today. If this continues, I will be driven crazy." Zhangchen frowned, and asked, "As a daughter of the Wade family, why don't you have this patience? You can't hold on to this little thing, what else can you do?" Having said that, Zhangchen reminded again, "By the way, from now on, you don't have any conflicts with Charlie, and don't end up with him because of these things. He has agreed to come back to attend the ancestor worship ceremony on Qingming Festival. That is a good start for him to return to the Wade family." Cynthia asked angrily, "Dad, why do you always favor Charlie, that infamous bastard? He is a poor boy who has been living outside for many years. He has never read a book or went to school. What value does he bring to the Wade family? You still let him go back to attend the ancestor worship ceremony, he won't be able to embarrass us Wade family's direct line?" Zhangchen said coldly, "Charlie is also of the Wade family's bloodline. He still has the marriage contract of Philip's daughter. His potential value to the Wade family is incomparable to anyone, including you. So you don't fix any monster mods, let you stay in Orr's Hill for 7 days and you'll just stay. A portion of pork and sauerkraut dumplings can find faults, you really don't look like floating." After Zhang Chen finished speaking, he directly hung up the phone. Cynthia on the phone's end was naturally aggrieved in tears. The more so, the more she hated Charlie in her heart. In her opinion, she suffered hardships and was even scolded by her father because of Charlie. Therefore, she swears from the bottom of her heart that she must find an opportunity to make Charlie pay the price. And this ancestor worship ceremony is the best opportunity. Thinking of this, Cynthia murmured in her heart and swears, "Charlie. Cynthia, I will definitely teach you a bitter lesson." Thinking of this, she wiped away her tears, opened the door, and said with an apologetic look to the subordinate of Orville, "You gentlemen, I was indeed reckless just now. I apologize to you and hope you can forgive me." As she said, she bowed deeply. Seeing this, the other party's mood naturally eased a bit, so he said, "Okay, because of your good attitude, this matter will be over." Cynthia was overjoyed and quickly bowed to thank him. Then she asked, "Sir, can you please help me to send a message to your boss?" At night, Charlie, who was in the Hot Spring Hotel, received a call from Orville. On the phone, Orville said to him, "Master, your aunt asked me to bring you a message today. She said that she has been deeply aware of her mistakes in the past few days and wants me to say sorry for her and hope you can forgive her for being immature." Charlie said indifferently, "It's impossible for a person like her to apologize to me willingly. It must be something else." Orville said, "She said, I hope you can recite her good attitude and let her return to Eastcliff in advance." Charlie sneered, "No. Tell her to stop dreaming. She can't miss a minute in 7 days." Orville said hurriedly, "Okay master, I will pass it on to her." "Yeah." Charlie said, "After 7 days, let her leave Ores Hill immediately, and never allow her to come again."